Today we're discussing the influence and positions of celebrities during a cause or a protest. Should they always be involved? Should they be at the front line? Should they be silent observers? I mean, this came to the fore when we observed the back and forth between Tiwa Savage and Beyonce. And Tiwa Savage was in her own heart trying to reach out. I mean, I'm sure maybe she knows Beyonce personally or something. And she just felt like, listen, I lend your voice to this. But by the time they responded, they're like, Auntie, we have our own struggles here. We also have our own things that you don't know what we go through. And it now brought to the conversation that, is it really important for celebrities to get involved? Especially because some of them are even regretting it, that would it affect their brand, their personal, how they are seen? Because at the end of the day, you do aluta. Yes, people, but you go and perform for these people, these government. They're paying some of them. I mean, we discussed on the table where some government officials will give them contracts, or they'll come and sing at their events, and they buy the table. They buy the table, that kind of thing. So, do you think it's right for celebrities to get involved in these kind of causes?
I think it's important if that is what you want to do. But I believe that when it comes to celebrity brand, they should be as apolitical as possible. So your brand name or what you do for entertainment shouldn't be known to be attached to a particular political, maybe party, but you should have a cause. So there are some things like, I think a cause for human rights, it should be a cause that every human being, pushes for. But when it comes to political parties, I think celebrities should really stay out of it, because it will definitely affect your coins. This is your job, and you don't want that to affect that. But it is not something you should do. But when you decide to be part of this cause, make sure that you are in because you want to, and you're there to face the consequences of what you've decided to follow. But also, I think the question is: should you demand of another celebrity to join the cause because you are part of it? I know that there are many people who their brand makes them seem like they're extroverts, they're out there. But personally, they're doing so much, and they're quiet people. So once they drop off the toga of celebrity, when they go back to their homes, they're private people. They do whatever goodwill on a private scale. So to pull someone out like that, sometimes it may come across as if you're attacking the person. You're saying you're not doing enough, but you do not know their backstory. So I think that we should all there are some causes that every human being should be part of. So, we should all have that.
So if we look at it in different ways, Black Lives Matter was a cause that happened. It happened on them. I mean, they've been going through this struggle for so many years, and they had an opportunity once to bring it out to the fore that the entire globe practically stood still during that period. And because they have followings, because they have influence, it made sense for them to be part of that struggle. So the question is that, don't you think it would be a disservice to them as a celebrity if you are at the verge of a revolution, or you're at the verge of this major change, and you're not standing to be counted? Maybe that's how many of them feel like, shouldn't if this thing changes, shouldn't I be able to confidently say, I participated in this? So that is part of that need for them to participate in a struggle.
Okay, so for me, I think it's a choice. People start out in their businesses for different reasons. And people try as much as possible to pay attention to the environment the way that they think they can. So sometimes we just pick the individual. We forget about the brand. The brand may not want to be affiliated with anything in that regard, no matter what it is, whether it's for human rights and all of that. But we're doing a business. Let's not just mix things up. And then we don't see those celebrities come out to stand in and we judge them, forgetting that they are not, they don't own themselves. They are actually working for brand ambassadors. There is a business. So it's a matter of, am I interested from the bottom of my heart, or do I just want to go because everybody else is standing up? Let it seem like I'm in support, just in solidarity, when it's not. I don't care about it. So I would want us to encourage people to care about what's happening, but not force them if they choose not to, because not everybody will come out there. People have their different reasons why they want to come in or not.
Let me take this call from Abu Bakr. Are you there? Thanks for calling.
Hello?
Abu, thanks for calling. You're live.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. I want to put a part in what you are discussing.
Yes.
I think political musicians, all our celebrities in Nigeria should be able to participate in the protest because we are all Nigerians. They work for those people during the election, and those people they work for fail them. And they have family as well in this country. As a Nigerian, they have family. So they should not look at their job if they are patriotic to their nation. So they should be able to fight for their country. And look at Fela, the great Fela in his time. He supports his people, he supports when the government fails the country, he will talk. When the country fails the government, he will talk. So that is how it's supposed to be. They should not attach anything to you.
Let me take it. I'll go on a break. Let me go on a break. We'll come back, we'll continue this conversation. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. So we're still on this issue of celebrity involvement in protests and causes. So you're going to respond to...
Yeah, so I wanted to say, you know, there are different types of entertainment. There are celebrities who decide to go into entertainment to be the voice of the people, activist, and that was Fela. He was an activist. He was the voice of the people. That was his type of entertainment. There are other artists who are just there to make people happy, make people laugh away your sorrow. Now, it would be unfair to put that burden of the activists on those celebrities because they are out there and they have a followership. People do things for different reasons. And I think sometimes we forget that these people are human beings who have their own feelings, who have a right to decide this is the path that I want to go to. While it's advisable that everybody should care, it's also advisable to not, you know, project how you want it to be on those people. They may not even be in line with what you're saying. They may not have experienced anything, and they don't believe in what you're saying. But then, because this is the right thing to do, you impose it on them to be there and speak because they have a fan base. I think we should take that away from them.
Okay, let me take this call from Chris. Chris, are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, thanks for calling.
First time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Okay, please, let me address this issue. I think every artist, every celebrity has their right to support or contribute to any cause they wish to. But I think the way they go about it is what we should look into. I think it's more of class chasing for them, for our Nigerian celebrities. They have better ways to can impact the society. If you do civil and voter education and talk to people to continuously go and put their civic responsibilities, that's fair, that's okay. And for the first instance, I think that's also fair and okay for them to lend their voices to support the youth. But they also have a bigger role to play. Can our artists, our celebrities, try to form developmental projects in their communities? Look at Rashford, what he did during the COVID in the UK. He single-handedly raised funds and called on his fellow celebrities to support and give food to the homeless kids. Can build our artists can build ICT centers to help people learn more, to help people to solve the societal problems. They can also go to the studio and compose the song. Look at USA for Africa back in those days, back in the 80s. When they want this album, they can help generate money and help to support common.
Thank you so much, Chris. I like the idea, but you see, I think we also overestimate the kind of money that celebrities in Nigeria make compared to their counterparts abroad. Because the truth is that it's really nice for them to do all these great lofty things, but if you really look within, our system hasn't been built for them to kind of get the kind of money that their counterparts are getting abroad. And that's one of the reasons why they probably want to participate in these causes. Because at the end of the day, it's a greater good for all.
All of us.
They're not going to become celebrities in another country. It is this Nigeria that they come from. So I think that's why they want to identify. But the question goes back to the Tiwa Savage and Beyonce matter. That should we insist or try to force others to join, even though it's an extremely important cause? So like Black Lives Matter, there's some celebrities that were criticized for not getting involved. Yeah. Others were saying that, oh, they're doing it their own protest in their own way. But the thing is, what does your own way mean? And how can it be effective and impactful?
You see, personally, long before your view, I'm a very private person. And there are things that I have done and I still do that will remain private. It's just the way I do it, and it's just the way I feel comfortable doing it. It's the way I get joy from doing it. I'm not the sort of person that will do something and just
make
broadcast it, you know. And when someone even calls to say thank you, I feel even more uncomfortable. I'm like, it's done, and let's move on. And I think that our society now wants to put everybody in one box. Well, we should all be the same. We should all express ourselves the same way. Some people do not like to be seen as the face of anything. They want to be the worker bee behind, doing all the work. They are doing so much work, but they don't need to be the face. There are some people, they are just faces. They are very good. They are eloquent. They'll say the words. They'll sing the words. But that is it. But it's a role that they are playing, and they're respected for that. Respect people who are doing so much work behind the scenes. That you're doing something behind the scenes does not make you less important than the person in front. So I think we need to have that, understand that people would make their contribution the way that they are most comfortable, as long as they are making, impactful contributions to whatever cause it is that we are.
Let me take this call from Tiwa. Tiwa, are you there? I'll take a few tweets too.
Tiwa,
thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Good morning. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
And I just want to contribute. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you very clearly. Go ahead, please.
I'm a first-time caller. I'm a grandma.
Oh, welcome, ma.
Yes, I just want to contribute to what people are saying about celebrity. Yes. Celebrity or no celebrity, that is their professional line. The number one, I agree with the other lady, Obiajulu, if I'm not making a mistake. Yeah. Where she said they are human beings, which is true. They are human beings. And one thing I should want you people to believe that they are concerned. Number one, they are youth as well. When you start to discriminate and say this one is a celebrity, this one is a business person, this one is this, it won't work. So anybody who is interested and is under the age and on the line of the age can contribute. And apart from that, these youth, they are they are fans. If even they are not Nigerians, and all these people, they are Nigerians as well. What I just believe is that let us take the one that we can take from people, and we should not, decline some people that they are not this, they are not that.
Right. Thank you very much.
I share you people. It's a long time I've been trying to get to people.
Thank you.
I respect your decision.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I also wanted to point out, when the mom responded, Beyonce's mom responded. First of all, when I saw the message that Tiwa reached out to Beyonce, I was asking myself, does she need to do that? This is an American. It's not compulsory. Even if she uses, we are not the only African nation. She uses Africa basically for her music and all of that. But we are not the only. We have Uganda, we have South Africa, we have
artists participating.
It's not by force. So I know, but it's not by force. So you reaching out and making it seem like because you sing about Africa, you must be at the front lines of this. I feel it's more like infringing on her right as a human being to have her own choice. So the mother now responded and explained that they have actually been working and nobody should, showing that you can do it your own way. Like Miriam has said, everybody should be able to do it their own way. Some of us did not go out with the placards, but we're doing what we could do.
I mean, I personally think that it was good for Tiwa to reach out. Reaching out is reaching out.
And no
reach out
you say
yes or you say no. But their response for me was distasteful. I mean, she was only trying to reach out to you. You then making it look as if she's forcing you or trying to twist you is where I feel that it was not necessary.
Okay, so I remember there was a particular cause that American celebrities were pushing one particular time, and Kevin Hart called out Beyonce to make a contribution. So they were raising money and called her out publicly to make a contribution, and it was sort of the same response that they gave, and that was long before this particular call. So it's important that you know the person. Secondly, there was a particular message the mother also said. You know her team. You could have reached out privately. That's the thing. Not everything has to be done when you're in front of the camera. You would have sent her a message. You were communicating with her. I'm not saying Tiwa Savage did a bad thing, but I'm saying that the response she got was because of the sort of person this person is. And sometimes sometimes it's not that both of them are wrong. It's just, you are not on the same wavelength right now. Right. She would have reached out to her privately, I believe. And we already sort of know the history of Beyonce and how she doesn't like to put her voice or her face on causes
she's
like
a private
this.
person.
Meanwhile, she's doing things from behind the
I
scenes.
mean, how are you going to show that you know Beyonce? But let me talk to you. Linus, are you there? Oh, we lost that call. Let's
everything is, I'm still waiting for tweets to load, but everything is not about show, really. You know, like when you go to a party and somebody wants, because they know that you don't like to spray, they'll now come and bring the plates and dance, so that if you, today you show people that you're actually a stingy person, you don't like to do this. Meanwhile, you could have given the envelope to the celebrants privately, but because you're not a public person. So, no, I think we are moving to a world where if you don't see it, then it's not happening. And most of it is audio. Audio. Nothing is happening. Everybody's just shouting, making noise. They are not doing anything. Once they live there, they face their life. They don't even care. So we should get to a point where we get to the solid, which is I'm giving the action. I don't have to make noise about it.
Thank you.
We should get there.
Okay. Let's wrap up.
Yes, Ogumola Emmanuel says, just as a celebrity gathers support for their brands, fans have same right to call them out to support a cause. They have louder voices, strong influence with wider reach. It is annoying for them to wait to be called upon. Humanity is everyone's responsibility.
I like that too. So I think I'd like to wrap up what Obiajudo said, is that it doesn't have to be the show. There are people that are doing things behind you have no idea, and we shouldn't discountenance that just because we don't see the evidence of it. But either way, I also agree with the school of thought that we are all in this together. Your struggle is our struggle. At the end of the day, we're all going to benefit from from the benefits of the struggle. So I think everybody should participate some way or somehow they can, in any way they can. Let's go on a break now. When we come back, we'll talk about other topics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.